Well, I'll tell you, if there was ever a movie that went through absolute hell to get made and then released, it was this flick. Hey guys, welcome to Happywax TV. So tonight we are going to talk about a movie called Night of Something Strange. It was originally called Night of the STDs. Rightly so. Holy shit. This movie, I'll tell you something. Okay, so if the budget is correct, this movie was made for $40,000, which is more than considered a very low budget movie. And I have said this till I'm blue in the face. If you're going to make a movie on $40,000, your options are limited. And if you're going to make a horror movie, especially one of this style, you need to have blood and guts and gore in it if you want to attract, you know, most of us horror fans. You know what I mean? It's so many times these low budget movies try and pull off this Oscar winning dialogue and shit, and it, for a lot of the most part, it does not work, and it's too bad, really. Not this movie. I mean, the acting is subpar. Okay, I'm not trying to be insulting, it just is, but goddamn, like the gore in this movie, like I love this movie. Honestly, I did, and the acting isn't that bad. You know what I mean? Like there were some actors I don't, you know, in this movie that I don't think ever acted before, but what, again, this is super low budget. But just the amount of gore and just, there's stuff in this movie, like gore in that I've never seen before in all my years of watching horror movies. In fact, I'm almost afraid to talk about some of the stuff that they do in this movie in case I get flagged. I don't know, man. It's crazy. So I loved it, though. I fucking loved this movie. It was great. It is directed by Jonathan Straiten. Man, good for you. You did it right, in my opinion. Again, if you're going to make this low budget style of movie, I mean, just make it as gory and as messy and as uncomfortable and cringeworthy as you possibly can. And he fucking pulled it off, man. Synopsis: teenage friends out for beach week get unexpectedly detoured to an isolated motel where a deadly STD virus now runs rampant, turning those infected into the living dead. Well, I mean, that is pretty much this movie. A bunch of friends get together, you know, high school buddies. They're going to go away for the long weekend or the March break, you know, to the beach. Stop at the motel on the way, and there's a deadly STD. And I'll tell you, the opening scene of this movie, I didn't know anything about this flick, okay, honestly, going into it. I didn't watch the trailer or nothing. It came out in 2016. But when I sat down to watch it, the opening scene of this movie shows Cornelius, who is like a night kind of janitor at this mortuary, okay? And I think this one female body that comes in there that's dead, she dies from like radiation poisoning or something like that. Anyways, he has sex with this dead body, okay? And then that's how the STD is you know, passed on to him. I think it's also because he does cocaine or he mixes a drug, whatever. But anyways, he gets this STD and it turns him into this zombie, and it needs to pass the virus on through having sex with its victims. Okay, but goddamn, like the opening scene is him having sex with a dead body. Okay, and I'm thinking, okay, we're in for a fucking good one here. And it just gets better and better and better. Now, I will say, okay, and I hate to say this, but there are some points in this movie that kind of drag a little bit, okay, especially in the second act when they get to the hotel. It almost feels like they kind of extended the scenes, you know, just to hit the 90-minute mark. This movie easily could have been an hour and 15 minutes. You know what I mean? But I don't know if they had to hit the 90-minute mark for the distributors or those companies. That's what they like to see, maybe. I'm not sure. But it does drag in some areas. But I mean, goddamn, the action and gore sequences in this movie. Like, I'm just telling you something else too. Okay, so For those of you that look this movie up, and I don't know how this is possible, I don't know if it's there legally or illegally, but there is a version of this on YouTube, okay? Don't watch that version. It is the it is the cut version, okay? And you don't want to watch that. Just don't watch it, because honestly, to enjoy this movie to the fullest, you need all the fucking crazy ass gore in this movie. Like, there's scenes where vaginas get ripped out. There's scene like it's fucking ridiculous. Like, but it's so fucking awesome. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's giant penises in this movie. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's got like a Night of the Creeps vibe. You know, and one scene in the third act, there's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibe. It's fucking crazy. And this movie also struggled to get released. I mean, it took almost 4 years, and they went through, I believe, 4 makeup artists, special effects artists, to get through this movie. But 4 years they worked on this. The script, I believe, was written way back in 2009, and it just came out in 2016. So, you know, and again, they were only working on a $40,000 budget, so they didn't have a lot of money to play with. So I don't know. They did right, though. Again, if you're going to make a movie of this nature, I mean, just fucking make it over the top and bloody and gory. And I mean, honestly, I don't get freaked out too much. You know, this isn't it's not really a scary movie. It's just, it's so gory and cringeworthy, and the type of sexual gore that is in this movie. Like, even in the trailer, there's one scene where the girl kicks the zombie in the vagina, and her foot gets stuck in the vagina. There's another scene where the one kid thinks he's killed this girl, okay, by smashing her fucking head into this, like, nothing, it's gone, okay, and it shows it. And then her legs open up, and she starts crab walking to him, and her vagina's like, it's turned into this giant fucking, you know, it's got teeth on it and stuff, and starts coming after him in that manner. It's like, it's just fucking crazy. Oh, and then the main character, Cornelius, who is the guy that kind of contracts the first virus and starts spreading it. I mean, this guy's unstoppable. I mean, he's just he gets, I don't know, man. You got to watch this movie. Like, I don't want to give too much away. Like, honestly, just sit down, watch this movie. You will fucking love it. Like, I mean, watch it with your buddies on a Saturday night. Maybe have some beers and whatever else you enjoy while you're watching these movies. I promise you will fucking love this movie if you haven't seen it. And if you have seen it, then you know why I am so excited to talk about this thing. Like, this movie is fucking fantastic. I cannot believe I did not know about this movie sooner, but I am goddamn glad I sat down and watched it. So anyways, it is called A Night of Something Strange. Please, if you haven't seen this, do yourself a favor. I'm telling you right now, don't go watch the trailer for this movie. Just take my advice, okay? Because honestly, in my honest opinion, you know, I'll never lie to you, the trailer for this movie doesn't look that good. Like, it doesn't. I watched the trailer afterwards, and I was like, wow, this, I don't know who edited this together. Like, but the thing is, though, is that they can't show you, unless you see a red band trailer, if you just watch like a green band trailer, they can't show you all the awesomeness that's in this movie, because it's the gore and the over the top gore that is in this movie that makes it so fucking good. And they can't show it in the trailer. You know what I mean? So don't watch this trailer and say, oh, this movie doesn't look that good, because honestly, the trailer for this flick doesn't look that good. But the movie itself, I promise you will fucking love it. It's cringeworthy, gory, fucking awesomeness, grindhouse style. It is fucking killer, and I absolutely loved it. So yeah, I would give it a good 7. Definitely a good strong 7. This thing was fantastic. So anyways, guys, I'm rambling on here about it. Night of Something Strange. It is fucking awesome. Take my word for it. Give it a watch if you haven't seen it. If you have, please let me know what you thought of it. I mean, this is how low budget fucking movies should be done, man. Just pump up the fucking gore. It's all, and most of it's practical, man. It's fucking fantastic. So anyways, okay, I'm going to shut up. Watch this fucking movie, guys. Night of Something Strange. And until next time, stay scared.